inform all the students to join immediately. Right. So let us discuss the functional modules of Google App Engine. Am I audible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. I don't know how far how many members are there. So there are certain kinds of functional modules which are usually taken as a part of Google App Engine. So like the software development kits and the data storage purposes and the application environment, how it runs on what part of language, and administration console, and as well as the Google App Engine web service infrastructure, all these things. So the data store offers the object oriented distributed structured data storage services based on big table techniques. So completely it is dependent upon the big table techniques, and the data store secures the data management operations. So in order to have certain kinds of security provisions, so we have already seen few things related to the point of Google App Engine, like security features as Chubby logs for security informants, and all the other things will be maintained as a part of this one. And the application runtime environment offers a platform for scalable web programming and execution. So two development languages will be there as Python and Java, and the software development kit is used for local application developments. So users can execute the users to execute the test runs of local applications and upload the application code. And administration console is used for easy management of user application development cycles. As of we have seen that in terms of Amazon Web Service and Google App Engines, how the calculations are done at the user end to charge. If you take it as a part of Google App Engine, it is taken as a part of application development cycles, and the other things for Amazon Web Service in terms of hours. Okay, so the Google App Engine Web Service infrastructure provides special interfaces to guarantee flexible usage and management of storage and network resources. And there are certain kinds of interfaces which provides the easy management of storage and network resources. And so you all know about the applications. I will not stress much on these things, as Google Docs, Search Engine, and Google Earth and Gmail. So these usually these support large number of applications, and many number of users will be using it. And interaction will be done by using these Google applications for most number of applications all over the world. And even the third-party application providers can also use this Google App Engines to build cloud applications. I hold on for a second. What I'm discussing, can I know from your side? So what is the topic discussed now? As it is very dry and theoretical, I will repeatedly post some questions. Guys, can you answer what I'm discussing now?
Functional modules of Google App Engine.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So these are the different things which are related to the Google applications and Amazon Web Services. So when you say it as a part of Amazon Web Services, so virtual machines that can be used for sharing of computing resources. So Amazon is one of the leader in providing these public cloud services. That means even the Google App Engines have started before it. So Amazon has one of the first initiation to bring out different sort of cloud services across all over the world, and it usually provides much part of infrastructure as a services. You can see this particular figure. Okay. So which shows the Amazon Web Service architecture. So EC2, which provides the virtualization platforms to host the virtual machines where the cloud applications can run. Then the simple storage service S3, that is S3, we can call it a simple storage and service, provides object-oriented services. And there is an what we call SQS, that is simple queue service. So usually as a part of this figure, you can observe its job is to ensure the reliability between the service generation requests and processes, and it uses simple object access protocol for accessing the users can access their objects and EBS, an elastic block service, which provides the block storage interface, so which supports on the traditional applications. So that is all related to this particular AWS figure. So that means SQS, EC2, EBS, elastic block service, simple queue service. These are all the different sort of things used as a part of this AWS. And these are the before this topic we have seen about the offerings which are related to Google App Engine, and now if you see this offering, AWS offerings, this is in 2011 part, so much before the usage of your Amazon app services. So there are few, of course this has been started long back, but still these are the services in 2011, that is computing as a part of Elastic Compute Cloud, Elastic MapReduce and auto scaling, and for messaging what they are using, what modules they are using, and for storage and for content delivery and for monitoring support, all the other things for networking, web traffic, etc. So as a part of your, suppose if you consider as a platform as a service or infrastructure, especially as a part of infrastructure as a service, so you can write the theoretical points and you can take down this particular table for the offerings which are done by the Amazon Web Service in terms of different service areas. You can also take this one, and and one of the most important thing is that ELB, elastic load balancing. So this is one of the so I many times I have discussed is one of the most important thing in uh, cloud service offering is that to balance the load. Suppose if you are providing your cloud service to million people all over the world, like what Amazon Web Service or Google App Engines are doing. So now many people started at a minute. If you take it as an example of Google search engine, some thousands of people will be requesting some sort of thing. So to balance the load, to handle those kind of requests is one of the most important thing. So that's why ELB, elastic load balancing, plays a major important role. That ELB automatically distributes the incoming application traffic across the multiple Amazon EC2 instances and allowed the user to avoid non-operating nodes and to equalize load on functioning images. So this is what the incoming application traffic that is handled by the ELB, elastic load balancing things, and few instances which are required and how to equalize the load based on the functional images are also taken. And both auto scaling and ELB are enabled by CloudWatch, which monitors the running instances. So CloudWatch is nothing but it's a web service which provides monitoring of all these Amazon Web Services cloud, Amazon Web Service cloud resources, starting from Amazon EC2. So usually it provides the customers with visibility in resource utilization, operational performance, and overall demand patterns, metrics such as CPU utilization, disk reads and writes, and all the other things. So which CloudWatch completely sees out what sort of requests are generated, how the demand is, that how the network is, and what sort of utilization that CPU is performing at this particular stage. And so on hourly basis, all these things are monitored by using this service called as CloudWatch. So and next thing is this Amazon like Azure offers a relational database service, and it gives import export, allows one to ship large volumes of data, either in terms of importing or exporting from EC2 by shipping physical disks between geographically distant systems. And so this is about the basic things to be remembered in Amazon Web Services. Most important things in these things are, so what are the things that are used as a part of services as SQS, EBS, etc. And few more important things like ELB, elastic load balancing, and what are the basic monitoring service like CloudWatch, which is a web service which monitors all the things. So that is to be remembered with Amazon Web Services. Okay, and when you go back to the part of Microsoft Azure, so this is also one more cloud offering. So this Microsoft launched this Windows Azure platform to meet the challenges in cloud computing. As of we have seen the 6 different challenges. So few things in order to accept those challenges, like to meet the scalability and interoperability, etc. So Microsoft has already started these things in 2008. So is built over data centers, and you can see this this architecture of Microsoft Cloud Platform, so which has different components as where Windows Azure offers a cloud computing platform which is built on Windows operating system and based on the Microsoft virtualization technology, and applications are installed on VMs deployed in data center servers. So you can see this particular figure. So this platform, which contains the major components as Windows Azure, offers a cloud platform built on Windows operating systems, and applications are installed on VMs deployed on data center servers. And Azure manages all the server storage and all the other things. On the top of infrastructure, various services for building different cloud applications will be there. So these are all these things. That is, what are the virtual machines deployed on the data center, and what is an operating system that is used, and how the servers are managed. All these things are taken as a part of this thing. And few cloud services provided by Azure platform are Live Service, Net Service, SQL Azure, SharePoint Service, Dynamic CRM Service. So Live Service users can visit the Microsoft Live applications and access multiple machines. And .NET Service supports application development on local hosts. And SQL Service to users to visit and usage of relational database services. And SharePoint, which provides a scalable and managed platform for the users. And Dynamic CRM, customer resource management. This provides software developers a business platform in managing CRM applications, that is financial analysis, marketing, etc. And few extendable cloud computing services are also mentioned as a part of Windows Azure. Apart from the 3 layers, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and as well as as a software as a service, few other things like co-location cloud services, location as a service, network as a service is one more service offered here, and also hardware as a service, hardware or virtualization service are also offered as a part of extendability services offered here. And so cloud differences in perspective of providers, vendors, and users. So some cloud players, IT administrators, and cloud providers. So in IaaS to monitoring service level agreements, and in past also what these IT administrators or cloud providers usually they most of the time they monitor all the service level agreements. So whether all the services that are required by the user are met or not. And for the software developers to deploy and store data, and enabling platforms via configures and APIs. And for the software as a service, develop and deploy the software. End users or business users to deploy or store data, to develop and test web software, use business software. So these are all the things which are taken as a part of different cloud computing services which we have seen till now. In terms of Google App Engine, that is public. These are all public cloud platforms. That is Google App Engine or Amazon Web Service or Azure, and several offerings and what are the different applications and what are the components related to these things we have seen. So with this, I stop here. So in the next class, I'll discuss the rest of the things. Is it okay, guys? Guys, are you people there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you left out with few small topics, we'll finish off the second unit in the next week, 1 or 2 classes. Okay, right. I'll post the attendance. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Right, okay.